Some cars are famous for their design, performance, or reliability. Others, they're known for being outright bad choices. When it comes to SUVs, there's no shortage of models that look appealing at first glance, but hide a world of disappointment underneath. Today, we're taking a sharp look at 6 SUVs that only a fool would put their money on. From questionable reliability to laughable value for money, these are the ones to avoid at all costs. 1 Jeep Compass 2018 to 2023, base mid trims. At first glance, the Jeep Compass seems like a solid choice, a compact SUV with off-road styling and a well-known badge. But if you're buying one from 2018 to 2023, especially in the Sport, Latitude, or Limited trims, you're in for a frustrating ownership experience. Powered by a 2.4L Tiger Shark inline-4 engine, producing 177 HP and 172 lb-ft of torque. On paper, that doesn't sound terrible. But in real-world driving, it's sluggish, underpowered, and noisy. Acceleration is painfully slow, with a 0 to 60 mph time of over 9 seconds, making highway merging and overtaking feel risky. The 9-speed automatic transmission is another weak point. Shifts are often clunky, delayed, or outright unpredictable. Many owners have reported transmission failures before hitting 60,000 miles, leading to expensive repairs or replacements. The Compass has a long list of complaints, especially in 2019 and 2020 models. Common issues include engine stalling due to faulty oil consumption design. The engine burns oil too quickly, sometimes leading to complete failure. Electrical problems including touchscreen failures, faulty backup cameras, and unresponsive driver assist features. Repeated recalls, including issues with powertrain control modules and steering components. Step inside and things don't get much better. While Jeep tries to make the cabin look modern, the reality is a sea of hard plastics, rattling panels, and cheap-feeling buttons. The Uconnect infotainment system is decent when it works, but many owners report glitches and lag. Rear passenger space is tight, and cargo capacity is subpar, compared to rivals like the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4. To make matters worse, the ride quality is stiff and uncomfortable, especially on long trips. Better alternatives if you're looking for a compact SUV in this price range. You're better off with Toyota RAV4, more reliable, better resale value, and superior fuel efficiency. Mazda CX-50, more engaging to drive, better interior quality, and more comfortable. Honda CR-V, proven reliability, spacious cabin, and smooth ride. Unless you're absolutely committed to the Jeep badge, the Compass is a bad investment. Poor reliability, a frustrating driving experience, and high long-term costs make it one of the worst SUVs in its segment. The Land Rover Discovery Sport, 2015 to 2022, all trims. The Land Rover Discovery Sport might seem like the perfect combination of luxury and off-road capability, but if you're considering a model between 2015 and 2022, think twice. While it carries the prestige of the Land Rover name, it also brings terrible reliability, sky-high repair costs, and frustrating ownership experiences. Sport models come with either a 2.0L turbocharged inline-4 or the Ingenium 2.0L engine, producing anywhere from 237 to 286 HP. While the power figures sound decent, the reality is frequent breakdowns, sluggish throttle response, and erratic power delivery. The 9-speed automatic transmission is a major weak point, notorious for harsh, jerky shifts, especially at low speeds, unexpected gear hunting, making highway driving unpredictable. Total transmission failures before 80,000 miles, often requiring costly replacements. Land Rover has a long-standing reputation for poor reliability, and the Discovery Sport is one of its worst offenders. Owners frequently report electrical issues, malfunctioning infotainment systems, failing touchscreens, and unresponsive key fobs, coolant leaks, leading to overheating and eventual engine damage, suspension failures, control arms, bushings, and shocks wearing out prematurely, oil dilution problems, engine oil mixing with fuel, leading to severe internal damage. To make matters worse, repairs are ridiculously expensive. A simple oil change can cost over $300, and a major repair like an engine or transmission replacement can exceed $8,000. While the Discovery Sport's interior looks premium, it doesn't feel premium. Land Rover cut corners with cheap materials, and after just a few years, many owners report leather seats cracking and peeling, plastic trim rattling and breaking, touch-sensitive controls failing to respond properly. Despite its luxury badge, the Discovery Sport ages poorly, making long-term ownership a nightmare. Better alternatives: if you're considering a luxury SUV, you're better off with Acura RDX. More reliable, just as luxurious, and holds its value better. Lexus RX. Proven durability, smooth ride, and far fewer mechanical issues. BMW X3. Sportier driving experience and a more refined interior without the same level of headaches. The Land Rover Discovery Sport is a trap. It might tempt buyers with its upscale image, but beneath the surface, it's a financial disaster waiting to happen. If you want a reliable luxury SUV, look elsewhere. Mitsubishi Outlander, 2014 to 2020, base S trims. The Mitsubishi Outlander has long been marketed as an affordable three-row SUV, but if you're considering a model from 2014 to 2020, especially in the base ES or mid-level trims, you're setting yourself up for a frustrating experience. Outdated tech, weak performance, and poor resale value make it one of the worst choices in its segment. Most Outlanders from this period come with either a 2.4L inline-4, 166 HP, 162 lb-ft torque, underpowered and sluggish for a three-row SUV. A 3.0L V6, 224 HP, 215 lb-ft torque, slightly better but comes with horrible fuel economy and an outdated 6-speed automatic transmission. The CVT, continuously variable transmission, in 4-cylinder models is a nightmare. Drivers report delayed throttle response, making highway merging dangerous, loud droning noises, especially when accelerating, frequent failures before 80,000 miles, often requiring a full replacement costing over $4,000. Mitsubishi's reliability has plummeted in recent years, and the Outlander reflects that decline. Owners of 2015-2018 models have reported failing AC compressors that cost nearly $1,500 to fix, premature brake wear, requiring replacements as early as 30,000 miles, electrical issues, including glitchy infotainment systems and unresponsive keyless entry. Inside, things don't improve. Mitsubishi cut corners with cheap plastics, flimsy buttons, and uncomfortable seats. While the cabin looks decent in photos in person, it feels like a budget rental car. The third row is practically unusable, with almost no legroom, making it more of a gimmick than a real feature. The Outlander depreciates rapidly, meaning you'll take a huge loss if you ever try to trade it in or resell it. Compared to rivals like the Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4, which hold their value well, the Outlander drops in price faster than nearly any other SUV in its class. Better alternatives instead of the Outlander: consider Toyota RAV4, more reliable, better resale value, and stronger engine options. Mazda CX-5, sportier driving feel, higher quality interior, and superior handling. Honda CR-V, proven long-term reliability, better cargo space, and smoother ride quality. The Mitsubishi Outlander is a budget SUV that feels cheap in all the wrong ways. Slow, unreliable, and outdated, it's not worth the headaches, even at a discount. 4. Cadillac XT4, 2019 to 2023, base luxury trims. The Cadillac XT4 is supposed to be an entry-level luxury SUV, but in reality, it's a frustrating mix of underwhelming performance, cheap interior materials, and poor reliability. If you're considering a 2019-2023 XT4, especially in the base or luxury trims, you're better off looking elsewhere. All XT4 models come with a 2.0L turbocharged inline-4, producing 235 HP and 258 lb-ft of torque. While that might sound reasonable, the 9-speed automatic transmission ruins the driving experience with jerky shifts at low speeds, delayed acceleration, making highway merging unpredictable, excessive turbo lag, making the SUV feel sluggish despite its power rating. The suspension is another weak spot. Cadillac attempted to make the XT4 sporty, but the result is a stiff and uncomfortable ride, especially over rough pavement. It lacks the refinement you'd expect from a luxury SUV. The XT4 has been plagued with issues since its debut in 2019, with common complaints including engine stalling misfires, often related to oil consumption problems, faulty infotainment system, the touchscreen freezes or completely stops responding, electrical failures, random warning lights, malfunctioning climate control, and dead batteries after short-term use. Cadillac's reliability. Rankings have been among the worst in the luxury segment, meaning costly out-of-warranty repairs are almost guaranteed. for an SUV that starts at nearly $40,000, the XT4's interior is disappointing. While the design looks nice at first glance, the materials are a letdown with excessive hard plastics, especially on the dashboard and doors, cheap-feeling buttons controls that feel more like a budget sedan than a premium SUV, uncomfortable seats, especially in base trims with thin padding that makes long drives exhausting. The cargo space is also below average, meaning practicality takes a hit compared to competitors like the Audi Q3 or Volvo XC40. Better alternatives: if you're looking for a small luxury SUV, you're better off with Acura RDX. More powerful, far more reliable, and better tech. BMW X3. Superior handling, upscale interior, and better resale value. Lexus NX. More refined, better reliability, and holds its value longer. The Cadillac XT4 is a luxury SUV that cuts too many corners. It lacks the refinement, reliability, and build quality to justify its price tag, making it a bad deal for anyone who wants true luxury and dependability. Ford EcoSport, 2018 to 2022. All trims. The Ford EcoSport was supposed to be a fun, affordable, compact SUV, but instead, it became one of Ford's biggest flops in recent years. Poor driving dynamics, a weak engine, and outdated technology made it a hard sell, and Ford finally discontinued it in 2022, a clear sign that even they knew it wasn't worth keeping around. The EcoSport came with two unimpressive engine options: point-oil turbocharged 3-cylinder, 123 HP, 125 lb-ft torque, struggles to get up to highway speeds and feels painfully slow; point-oil inline 4, 166 HP, 149 lb-ft torque, AWD only, a bit better, but still unrefined and fuel inefficient. The 6-speed automatic transmission makes things worse. Owners frequently reported harsh shifts, hesitation, and early failures. The steering is overly light, giving it a disconnected feel, and the suspension is too stiff, making it uncomfortable over bumps. Even in its final model years, the EcoSport's cabin felt a decade behind competitors. Low-quality materials, hard plastics everywhere, even in higher trims. Cramped rear seats, barely enough space for adults, limited cargo space, made worse by the awkward side-hinged rear door, which is frustrating to use in tight spaces. Infotainment also varied by trim, with base models stuck with an ancient 4.2-inch screen with no Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Even the upgraded 8-inch touchscreen often suffered from lag and freezing issues. The EcoSport quickly developed a reputation for frequent mechanical issues, including transmission failures before 60,000 miles, fuel pump problems that caused sudden stalling, faulty engine mounts, leading to excessive vibrations. It also depreciated rapidly. By the time you're ready to sell, its value has dropped far faster than rivals like the Honda HR-V or Hyundai Kona. Better alternatives if you need a small SUV. Skip the EcoSport and look at Honda HR-V. More reliable, better fuel economy, and a more practical interior. Mazda CX-30. Sportier driving, upscale interior, and better overall performance. Hyundai Kona. More powerful, better tech, and a smoother ride. The Ford EcoSport was a failure from the start, and its discontinuation was long overdue. Weak performance, poor build quality, and constant mechanical problems make it one of the worst SUVs Ford ever made. 6. Chevrolet Suburban, 2015 to 2020. Base LS trims. The Chevrolet Suburban has been a staple of full-size SUVs for decades, but if you're considering a 2015-2020 model, especially in the base or LS trims, you might want to think twice. While the Suburban is known for its size and towing capability, these model years suffer from serious mechanical issues, expensive maintenance, and a lack of features that make base models feel outdated. Most Suburbans in this generation come with a 5.3 LV8, 355 HP, 383 lb-ft torque. While powerful, it has one major flaw: the active fuel management (AFM) system. This system is supposed to improve fuel economy by shutting off some cylinders at times, but instead, it leads to excessive oil consumption, causing premature engine wear, lifter failures, which often result in costly engine repairs, engine misfires, especially in higher mileage models. The 6-speed automatic transmission on 2015-2018 models is another weak spot. Owners frequently report hard shifts and delayed acceleration, transmission slipping or failing before 100,000 miles, high repair costs, with a full transmission replacement, exceeding $4,000. The Suburban is a gas guzzler, averaging 15 mpg city, 22 mpg highway, making it one of the least fuel-efficient SUVs on the market. Combine that with high insurance costs, expensive parts and repairs, a depreciation curve that hits base models the hardest. It's easy to see why some buyers regret their purchase. If you opt for the LS or base trim, you get cheap interior materials with excessive plastic for a $50K plus SUV, no advanced driver assistance features until 2018 PALS models, mediocre infotainment system with slow response times and frequent glitches. Competitors like the Ford Expedition or Toyota Sequoia offer better technology and interior quality at the same price point. Better alternatives if you need a large SUV, consider Ford Expedition, more efficient, better towing capability, and smoother ride. Toyota Sequoia, more reliable, better resale value, and lower long-term costs. Chevrolet Tahoe, premier trim. If you're set on a Chevy, the Tahoe offers a more manageable size and better features. The 2015-2020 Chevrolet Suburban is a maintenance headache waiting to happen. Unless you need its size for a very specific reason, there are far better full-size SUVs out there. Choosing the right SUV can be the difference between years of enjoyable drives or constant trips to the repair shop. The SUVs on this list might look appealing at first glance, but their flaws, whether it's poor reliability, high maintenance costs, or lackluster performance, make them risky investments. Before making any purchase, remember that a flashy badge or attractive price tag doesn't always mean you're getting a good deal. Doing your research, considering long-term costs, and comparing alternatives is crucial. Now it's your turn. Have you ever owned or considered one of these SUVs? What was your experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more insights to help you make smarter car buying decisions. See you in the next one.